Good morning. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. A warm welcome to each and every one of you, especially to Bella and Simone and their families, to all of you that are visiting, to those that helped me catch fish this weekend, to those that are listening live on the radio. It's great to have all of you part of our community today.
Welcome, and thank you for being here at the graduation of the Immanuel class of 2018. The students' work and the support of family, friends, teachers, staff, and congregation have prepared them for the next step in their education. This year's class might be only 2 students, but their leadership, spirit, caring, and hard work will be missed. They have been a great example for the other students at our school. We want to start this morning with our class salutatorian. I even have it written down. Our class salutatorian, Miss Simone Elliott's address.
Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. This Bible verse has always inspired me to work hard in my education and to always put my faith in God when there are complications in my life, especially school. First of all, it is a great privilege to be announced as Immanuel Lutheran School's 2018 salutatorian, even though there are only 2 8th graders this year. Before I start, I'd like to give thanks to my parents, not only for inspiring and encouraging me to do my finest in my education, but for also making me go to school, especially when I didn't want to, and for giving me an amazing opportunity to come to this school. For 5 long years, I was homeschooled, but in 2014, when my mother started working again, and my parents told me I was going to attend school, all I could think of was, yes, finally. Because when I was younger, I've always wanted to go to school. When I first entered my new classroom, it started to hit me that the whole school thing might have been a bad idea. As my visit to school passed by, I started to feel better and thankful that the students and the teachers did their best not only to welcome me to the class, but to the first school I've ever attended. After experiencing many things at Immanuel Lutheran, I feel like I have been given an astonishing privilege. I'd like to thank Mr. Zobel for putting up with me for 3 years. He's been such a big help in my previous years of him being principal. I'd like to thank Mrs. Holm for teaching me things in English that I'm sure I'll need in the future years in high school, and I'm glad that she believes that I will go many places. I'd like to thank Mrs. Voss for being an encouraging and inspiring teacher, for also being the most difficult teacher I have ever had. But I know now that what she taught me will benefit me in my future years of high school. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Clough for always putting a smile on my face and for being such generous role models, not only for me, but for everyone around them. I would like to thank Mrs. Manring for being my English teacher when I first came to this school, and for helping me understand many subjects that I was required to know in English. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank Pastor Holm for teaching me religion, for all the necessary chapel lessons, and overall for being kind and benevolent. I would like to thank all of my fellow classmates for not only granting me the opportunity to get to know them better, but for also being kind-hearted, good-natured, and compassionate. It was a blessing to be surrounded by such friendly kids who love God as much as I do, and wonderful peers who love making us students disciples and making us stronger. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone. This time we'd like to ask Mrs. Michelle Carter, President of the Board of Education, and Pastor Holm come forward. We're getting ready to present the diplomas. Graduates, will you please line up, all 2 of you? And as we read your name, come forward to receive your diploma. Isabella Diane Serrato. Simone Nicole Elliott. I present to you the 2018 graduating class of Immanuel Lutheran School. We will now hear from the 2018 valedictorian, Ms. Isabella Serrato.
Over the years, Immanuel Lutheran has taught me many things: how to play, how to learn, and the value of friendship. The people I have met and the memories I have made, they will never be forgotten. The teachers have never failed to make my experience worthwhile. First off, I would like to thank Mrs. Voss, who made science my favorite subject, and for incorporating the Bible into all of her lessons. She taught me to always do my best in and out of school, and that kindness and patience impacts people in a positive way, just as she has made a positive influence on me. Mrs. Home, I will miss our quirky puns, our cheesy jokes, and our eye-rolling games. When walking into class, she always knew how to put a smile on my face. As for the next school year, I would like to remind you to show the other students my 95 research note cards and to drink as many Mountain Dew Kickstarts as you would like. I would like to thank you for pushing me and for preparing me for the upcoming year at Murphysboro High School. A special thanks to Pastor Home for helping me increase my faith and having in-depth lessons in religion class. Your family is truly a blessing, and I'm very excited I get to share my high school experience with your children. To Mr. Zobel, thank you for being my math, science, PE teacher, and principal all in one. I will miss you reading the National Day calendar and your endless ramble about your favorite sports team. Go Cardinals. Thank you for all you've done, and I hope that you enjoy the next year here at Immanuel. To Mrs. Clough, thank you for being an amazing kindergarten teacher and for helping me through the year when I was the only girl in class. Thank you for putting me in the crab walk race at the track meet, even though you knew I dreaded the thought of it. Thank you for the never-ending stock of gummy bears and for the daily hugs. You've taught me to love my neighbor as myself and to apologize when I've hurt someone's feelings. I promise I will always remember that Mrs. Clough is always right. Thank you to my parents for sending me to Immanuel. I am thankful for the blessings that God has supplied my family so that I may be able to attend the school. Thank you both for the sacrifices and struggles you have went through getting me to volleyball, basketball, soccer, and other extracurricular activities. I would like to congratulate my other classmate, Simone. Thank you for sticking it out with me and for making my 8th grade year one to remember. Together, we have grown as friends, classmates, sisters, and children of Christ. I would also like to thank the church and volunteers and other teachers that have come and gone. Thank you for supporting the school and making it the best it can be. The year has ended and new changes are coming quickly. Though I am sad to leave all of the amazing people and programs behind, I am also very excited to take the next step. The members and staff of Immanuel have shown me what true kindness is, so that I may be able to share that with others. The word Immanuel means God with us. And for the next 4 years, I will remember that God is with me and will help remind me of the strong foundation my parents and the school has built me on. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabella. And we'd just like to conclude again by saying thank you to all for being here and for all the support that families, friends, congregation has given Immanuel to be able to do and turn out such great students and children of God. So thank you.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you, be gracious unto you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace.